I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison was a famous American inventor. He is best known for inventing domestic light bulbs to go in houses, and the electric power system that allows them to work. He came up with over 1,000 successful inventions in his lifetime. Edison was born in Milan, Ohio, in the United States on February 11, 1847. When he went to school, his teachers didn't think he was very good at schoolwork. His mum wasn't too pleased with the teachers for suggesting this, so she taught him at home. He was always fascinated by experimentation and built his own laboratory in the basement of his family's house, where he would try mixing chemicals and making things. Edison lost most of his hearing when he was 12 years old. He wasn't completely deaf, but said that he liked being able to not hear, as it meant he could concentrate on his experiments and inventions. Edison worked on trains when he was young, selling fruit and papers. He often carried out experiments when he was on the trains, as well as setting up his own printing press and newspaper, but once set fire to the carriage and was asked to leave. In 1862, when Edison was 15, he saved a 3-year-old boy from being run over by a train. The boy's dad was so grateful to Edison that he taught him how to use the telegraph communication system. This then led to Edison getting a job as a telegraph operator. Edison spent a lot of his time at work and at home experimenting with ideas for inventions. In 1867, Edison's first invention that he patented was designed to count votes. However, nobody wanted it, and so he decided that any future inventions needed to be things that people actually wanted to buy. In 1869, Thomas Edison moved to New York City. Then in 1870, Thomas Works opens 2 telegraph manufacturing shops. In 1871, Thomas' mother dies, but this doesn't slow him down from his hard work. Later on in the year, Thomas marries Mary Stilwell. In 1873, Edison and his wife have a daughter named Marion, but they called her Dot. Then in 1875, Thomas decides to give up the telegraph manufacturing business to focus on inventing. In 1876, Thomas Edison and his wife have a son. His name was Thomas, but they called him Dash. Edison invents his first phonograph in 1877. In 1878, Thomas has another son named William. In 1879, Edison makes a light bulb that lasts for more than 13 hours. Edison was keen to develop a light bulb that would stay lit for a long period of time, and that would have a gentle light. He hoped it could be used in homes. Once he had developed a domestic, incandescent light bulb, he knew that homes would need electricity to power them, so he also worked on developing an electrical power distribution system. Mary Stilwell Edison dies in 1884. Edison marries Mina Miller in 1886. His first electricity distribution system was opened in 1887 in New York, America. In 1887, Edison opened a new laboratory in a place called West Orange, where he continued to develop his ideas for inventions. Edison would often spend 18 hours a day working and about 4 hours sleeping. When he was a telegraph operator, Edison often asked for night shifts so that he could spend some of his time sneaking in some experiments while he was working. In 1928, Edison is awarded a Congressional Gold Medal. Edison tested thousands of different plants to find a suitable alternative, eventually finding a type of goldenrod weed that could produce enough rubber to be practicable. Edison was still working on this at the time of his death. On October 18, 1931, Thomas Alva Edison died at the age of 84. Homes and businesses alike throughout the world dimmed their lights, or briefly turned off their electric power. In his honor, on the evening of the day, he was laid to rest at his estate in Glenmont, New Jersey. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.